Hey guys, happy Saturday. Hope you stayed dry. What a great day. I don't get starstruck very often when it comes to Hollywood stars, but when it comes to USC football stars, I get goosebumps in a hurry. And to see a great group of Trojans come out here, when you talk about Sam Cunningham and Marcus Allen and Mike Williams, and Matt Leinart, John David Booty, Matt Barkley, and so on and so on. There's so many greats out here that it really showed our players what a tradition of excellence that we stand for, and where the bar is set, and the relationships that I really want built between our current players and our past players. There's so much knowledge that can be given from a big brother, and they're our big brothers. Just to have Marcus talk to our team and give not only Coach Sim but coach our coaching staff, just really challenge us with preaching the technique and fundamentals of the game and getting back to that, and just it makes the hair stand up on the back of my neck right now. I'm starstruck. So with that, I'll answer any questions that you got.
Did you invite them all?
Yeah, we invited a large group, as many as we can. Obviously, it's hard to get everybody, but to have that group out here and several more responding, saying, "Coach, I'm on my way. Some other time, just couldn't make it today." But we welcome every one of our former Trojan football players here. We want them on this field. We want them to be a part of it. We preach Trojan family. That's what this is, and they are a Trojan family, and they're our legacy. And they're our heroes, so they're teaching us a lot.
What does Marcus tell you? Marcus has got some real strong opinions about how the game should be played.
Yeah, I've been listening to Marcus since I was that high. If you remember, my dad was the offensive line coach for the Raiders, and when I was a kid, I would look up and there's Bo Jackson, Marcus Allen, and Eric Dickerson on the same team. And Marcus was the toughest player I had ever seen, and to this day, my dad tells me every time Marcus was the toughest player he was ever around. When he speaks, you listen. And he just really challenged us, and he challenged our football team about it is the quality of play. It's about technique and fundamentals. It's not about the hype. It's not about, how many plays you run. It's about getting good at something and being more physical than the other team. It was a great challenge. It's something that we've been preaching through camp, and then for it to be heard from one of the greats, or told by one of the greats. A lot of times with coaches, you know how it is. You get to that fifth week, you get into the fifth week of practice. Sometimes they start drowning you out, and they'll never drown out Marcus Allen. So it's great to have him here and to be able to send that message.
Did they know who he was?
They're
so young sometimes.
Everybody knows who Marcus is. Yeah.
With Rojo, we know that you guys are trying to get him up to speed as a blocker, as a receiver. Anything else that you guys are emphasizing with him?
Yeah, I tell you, he's really becoming, I like, a more powerful runner, too, in between the tackles. He's always been able to run around people, but I think this camp has really been about being able to run between the tackles with physicality and to be able to run on the goal line. I love what he did down there to keep that competition period alive. It was him and two defensive players, and instead of running around them, he split both of them and went right through them. So those are the things that we want from him is not only be the fast guy, but be the guy that can be between the tackles and be a physical runner. And he's had a good camp too. All right.
About your defense there at the end.
Oh, it was great to see. The last two practices, as you know, at the end of team run, we put the ball down and we ran the power to the right 3 times. And today we said, okay, we're going to run it to the left. And everybody knows it on the field, and the offense won that battle. And they were challenged. Defense was challenged in our goal line competition. Put the ball on the 2-yard line, act like it's 3rd and 2. We're running the ball and get it stopped. Best out of 5. And they stood up to that challenge. Did a really nice job. And you can see what I love and what you see out here. The kids are having fun. They're having fun just playing ball and competing against one another, bouncing around, dancing, and they are understanding that to the winner goes the spoils, and to the losers, we're running. A loss should hurt, and I think they're learning that through this camp.
Isaiah's had a pretty good spring.
Yeah.
What do you envision his role being in the season coming up when Adorie's obviously going to be coming back?
Well, I tell you, he's gotten better with every practice. And one of the things that as you look at this league, it's a huge 3 and 4 wide, league. 10 of our 12 games is going to be a lot of 11 personnel and 10 personnel, 3 and 4 wides. So the ability to have an extra corner on the field and some of the nickel packages, I think is going to be invaluable. And he's really gotten better with each time. His quickness to the ball, you saw it there on a huge pick for a touchdown today that really set the tone. We talked about how important non-offensive touchdowns are in our game. Coach Baxter showed on tape Nelson Aguilar 2 punt returns versus Cal a couple of years ago, how big that was. Now a non-offensive touchdown on defense. Just to be able to sell those selling points are huge. He's having a great camp and somebody that's going to help us next year. All righty, guys. Thank you all so much. Have a great Sunday.